You're planning your perfect Northern Ireland wedding, and you want memories that last. But what should you look for in a videographer? Most people think a wedding video's job is to show what happened. The truth is, the best films make you feel what happened. It's a strange secret. But the less you notice your videographer, the more powerful your film will be. And it's not about capturing a perfect day, but an authentic one. With all its real, unscripted moments, we'll break down the 3 styles that make this possible: discreet, documentary, and cinematic, and show you who in Northern Ireland does it best. So what does it actually mean to have a discreet videographer? It's more than being quiet. It's a filming philosophy. The primary goal is to ensure the day flows naturally. They avoid interrupting key moments or posing guests, so real, unguarded emotions can surface. When people forget they're being filmed, their laughter is real, and their tears are genuine. This lack of self-consciousness is the secret ingredient. This leads to the documentary style, which is a commitment to reality. It's about observation over direction, capturing moments as they happen, not as they're staged. Finally, in cinematic isn't just a buzzword for good quality. It's a storytelling approach that weaves a narrative, focusing on emotion to make you feel the story. But if they're not directing you, how do these videographers get such incredible, polished shots? You're about to find out the secret techniques they use. It's a combination of technology and technique, designed to be invisible. Let's break down the toolkit for each style. For discreet shots, they use telephoto lenses. This allows them to capture intimate, tearful reactions from across the room without ever stepping into your space. Instead of posing, they use light guidance. This means gentle suggestions like, "Let's walk toward the light," helping you look your best without feeling directed. For cinematic movement, they use gimbals and steadicams. This creates those smooth, sweeping shots that pull you into the environment. They use a shallow depth of field. This creates that beautiful, blurry background, making the couple stand out and focusing the viewer's attention. And in post-production, precise color grading creates a specific mood. It manipulates light and shadow to give the film that premium, high-end aesthetic. Okay, that's the technique. But how does this actually change the final film you sit down to watch? Let's look at the results. In a documentary film, the natural audio is sacred. Hearing the actual tremor in a voice during the vows transports you back to that exact moment. In a cinematic film, the editing suite is an instrument. Moments are expertly paced to a curated soundtrack, making a glance powerful and a touch profound. This also affects the length. A documentary edit might be a longer 30 to 60-minute film, preserving whole speeches and the full ceremony as a complete record. Meanwhile, a cinematic approach often results in a powerful, shorter highlight film. One is for experiencing the story, the other is for reliving the day. So, this presents a tough choice, right? Do you go for the raw authenticity of documentary, or the polished emotion of cinematic? Here's the final secret. You don't have to choose. The best modern videographers are artists who blend these styles seamlessly. They use a discreet approach on the day to capture authentic, documentary-style moments. Then, they use cinematic tools to heighten the emotion in the final edit. They might film your vows from a distance, documentary style, but use a cinematic, shallow depth of field to ensure the visual focus is entirely on you. So when you're looking for a videographer, don't just look at their gear. Listen to how they talk. Do they talk about story, feeling, and authenticity? That's the key. Which brings us back to our first point. Capturing how it felt versus what happened. Why is this distinction so vital? Because human connection doesn't go out of style. By focusing on authentic emotion rather than passing trends, these films become truly timeless. They simply don't age. This leads to the most important realization about your wedding film. Unlike almost any other wedding expense, a film that captures true emotion becomes more valuable over time. 30 years from now, this film won't just be a video. It will be a treasured heirloom, a way to hear the voices of loved ones, a machine that restores presence. And the great news is, you don't have to look far. Northern Ireland is home to a growing number of incredible videographers who specialize in this exact approach. Choosing a videographer who masters this blend of styles isn't just a preference. It's choosing a fundamentally superior way to capture and preserve your memories. You're not just paying for a video of your day. You're making an investment in your future emotions and the legacy of your family. So as you plan your wedding, seek out the storytellers. Find the artists who ask how you want your day to feel. Your future selves will thank you for it.